Moving forward, let's have a look at another concept using text in InDesign. We're going to be dealing with the concept of text threading and dealing with overset text. Let's have a look how that will work. I'm navigating to the Pages panel. I'm going to double click on the next available page in our menu, which is page 5. I'm navigating to the Type tool and I'm going to select that. I'm now going to drag out a text frame and I'm now going to fill this text frame with placeholder text. A very important part of InDesign is looking down here at the bottom of the user interface, and we're looking at our little, let's call it in air quotes, our traffic light to tell us if we have any errors or if we don't have any errors. At the moment there are no errors, which is a good thing. I'm going to select the black selection tool, or I could have pressed the escape key to ensure that the text frame gets selected. So this is the real life scenario. I've created a page of text. This is very dry, dull and boring. Why don't we perhaps spice it up with some images? We're going to intersperse some images with this page of text. Let's now make space for the images. So I'm going to put the cursor on the bottom of the text frame and I'm going to drag it up, let's say, to that paragraph over there. Immediately you can see down here at the bottom, it is now telling us that we have one error. What is this error? Well, this error relates to us having compressed the text frame. All the text is still there, but we cannot see it all because this is called overset text. If we look at the pre-flight panel, we will click on that arrow, we will select pre-flight panel, and it is telling us that there is a text issue, a problem with overset text on this text frame on page 5. It now takes us to the affected text frame. Another indication of overset text is you will notice that red plus sign at the end of the paragraph. I'll just click off there to ensure that nothing is selected, and I'm going to go and place an image to intersperse amongst this page of text. I'll navigate to the File menu, I'll select Place, I'm going to select a file to place, and I'm going to click and drag to place the file over there. What we're going to do now is we're going to pick up this overset text and thread it into the document. We click on that red plus sign. We can see that text has been attached to the cursor, and we are now able to click and drag the text frame so that it fits into the required space that we want it to be. I'm going to pick up this overset text again by clicking on it. I am now going to click and drag out the text frame. We can now clearly see the in point and the out point of each text frame, and I'm going to place another image into this gap over here. Going to use Command or Control plus D, which is the shortcut for place. I'm going to select another image and I'm going to place the image over there. I can now continue to thread the overset text. Ensure that the text frame is selected. I can see the red plus sign. I click on it to pick up the overset text, and I can click and drag to place that remaining text. So we're dealing with overset text and text threading, but clearly there is still some text within this text frame. So what I will do is I will pick up that overset text again. I will navigate to our page over here, our last remaining blank page that we've set up, and I will click and drag out that text to thread the balance of the remaining text. We look down at our traffic light and we see that there are no errors. What we can do is we can right click now, we can select the fitting option, and we can select fit frame to content. This implies that we know we have created a larger text frame than needed, but let's fit the frame to fit the content that we've just thread. Fit frame to content, and it's appropriate now to go and save the file. So how do we check out that we've completed this text threading correctly? Well, it's actually very simple. We click on any one of the text frames in our document that we've just threaded. We go to the View menu, we select Extras option, and we choose this option over here, Show Text Threads. it is now showing us how we've threaded that overset text. It goes from that out point of this text frame into the in point of this text frame, from the out point to the in point, from the out point to the in point, and we can now see that we have in fact threaded this document correctly. To hide the text threads, they will not print, but I know that it sometimes becomes a stumbling block for students who don't know how to hide the text threads. We go back to the View menu, we select Extras, and we choose Hide Text Threads.